será la música la excusa que a mí me lleve hasta tu casa. Después recorreremos plazas, veredas y alguna autopista. Hablando de cambiar el mundo, tan solo con una sonrisa. Tan solo con una sonrisa. Hablando de cambiar el mundo, tan solo con una sonrisa.
Buenas noches, bienvenidos a este Cuarentememeando de martes 24 de mayo. Hoy un Cuarentememeando muy especial con Trevor Long, así que lo vamos a hacer en inglés. Yo ya les voy avisando a todos los que están del otro lado, va a ser un Cuarentememeando en inglés, ¿ok? Así que pueden poner un traductor, ¿ok? En simultáneo, para que vaya traduciendo. Les decía, hoy tenemos Cuarentememeando con Trevor Long, actor, hizo de Cade Langmore en Ozark, aparte de un montón de series de televisión y de teatro, así que hoy vamos a hacerlo en inglés, como les estaba diciendo. Después lo voy a subir a YouTube, vamos a ver si con subtítulos o sin, dependiendo, sépanlo, ¿está bien? Lo que importa igual, más allá de entender el lenguaje verbal, es el lenguaje no verbal. Así que se pueden quedar y pueden ver las expresiones de Trevor. Yo ya digo Cade, ¿entendés? Las expresiones de Trevor y ver qué es lo que va diciendo, ¿está bien? Y qué es lo que va expresando con el cuerpo. No hace falta a veces entender las palabras, ¿no? Porque el cuerpo dice mucho más. Así que le voy a dar la bienvenida. Así que, vamos a aprovechar este tiempo. Si ustedes tienen ganas de que este espacio continúe y este ciclo prospere, me pueden convidar un cafecito en el enlace de mi bio, porque todo esto es a pulmón para ustedes, quiero que lo sepan. Esteban Monteleone, que es el editor de todos los Cuarentememeando para que estén subidos a YouTube. Si ustedes necesitan un editor de video, le escriben a Esteban Monteleone, que además de ser un grosso en lo que hace, tiene una paciencia. No te explico. Bueno, está del otro lado. Esto va a tener que ser subtitulado también, me van a matar. No lo vamos a subtitular. Puede ser que no, porque es muchísimo laburo, muchísimo. Pero un grosso Esteban y Juana, los dos.
I'm so
I
sorry.
think so.
It must be my goddamn iPad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I think that that is the problem, because when you try it also with your headphones, you don't have any problem. Like, we didn't listen to you.
Oh, you could hear me when I had the headphones?
No.
Oh.
Neither with the headphones or without them.
Must be the iPad.
Yeah, maybe you have to take it. Like,
it's a brand new iPad Pro. I don't know why it's an Apple. I don't know why that wouldn't work. As you can see, I'm not experienced with this.
Yeah, don't worry. Maybe it's because of the settings. You need to...
I put the microphone on in settings. Still didn't work.
So I cannot help you anymore.
That's okay.
Like, my ideas are done.
Yeah, you got better ideas than me. But it's
no,
good to find
I think that
sorry.
maybe settings that is not, you need to take it to be fixed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so welcome, Trevor.
Thank you so much.
This
is great.
To this talk show.
Yeah.
It's so good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
Oh, thanks. I would like to tell you in advance, no? I'm from Argentina.
Yes.
So my main language is not English. So maybe I don't use it so well sometimes.
No, it's very good.
I cannot find some words for that. So sorry for that in advance.
I'm embarrassed to say my Spanish is non-existent. It's very good. Your English is very good.
Okay, well, thanks. I will do my best.
It's very good. I was in Argentina once. It's beautiful.
When?
Oh, early 2000s. I shot a commercial there in Buenos Aires.
But a long time ago.
Yeah. It was amazing.
And did you like it?
I loved it. The food.
Did you came to Buenos Aires or
yes.
which part?
Buenos Aires, yes.
Buenos Aires.
Yeah, it was It's amazing. I mean, the food is. I think I ate on Puerto Madero.
Puerto Madero.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
Yeah.
And I had.
And what did you eat? What did you like?
The steak, the wine, everything. It was like a 5-star restaurant. It was like $35. It was insane. It was so cheap. That's
for you. It's so cheap to come here. I know.
Very good.
I know. The steak here, the meat here is very good, and the wine also is amazing. Yeah.
Very good. I like it a lot. It's a very beautiful country. Where are you in Argentina?
In Buenos Aires.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
I'm not so close to Puerto Madero, but more or less.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So, and we have a lot of, I eat a lot of meat, and I drink a lot of wine. Well, I don't have to say that, that I drink a lot of wine, but it's true.
That's all right. That's good. Yeah.
It's the truth. So I will tell people that we are going to do this talk show in English.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, I will upload it to my YouTube channel. I will try to put subtitles there so that the people that don't understand English so well can understand it. I would say that in Spanish one more time, just for the people there. Estoy diciendo que vamos a hacer este espacio en inglés, después lo voy a subir a mi canal de YouTube y voy a intentar ponerle subtítulos para que lo puedan entender. De todas formas, si se quieren quedar para ver el lenguaje no verbal y ver lo que estamos hablando, son más que bienvenidos, ¿sí? So,
awesome.
Given all these explanations,
Sounds much better than Spanish.
We want to, well, they are saying thanks, Florencia, for bringing Trevor, or it's a pleasure. I was saying before that maybe sometimes I will tell you, like, I will call you like Cade, because it's very often to call the actors as the characters. What do you think about that? It happens that to you?
No, not really. But I like that, meaning I liked it when I was called Cade on set, if, that's fun. But no, people don't. First of all, no one recognizes me. Nobody knows.
Oh, no?
No.
Because you have shaved.
Well, I had to shave. I normally have a beard, but I had to shave for another thing that I had another job that I had to try to go for, so I had to shave.
Okay.
But I like being with the beard, yes.
With the beard, okay.
Yes.
So at the street, they don't recognize you sometimes? No.
In fact, people think if I'm talking about the show and my name comes up and I say, oh, I was in it, they think I'm lying.
Really?
Oh. They're like, you were in that. Yeah.
Yeah. I worked there.
Because I
promise I did.
I'm very different personality. I'm very not like him. So when I talk to people, they're like, that's not you at all. So it's weird.
Well, so how are you?
I'm good.
And how was it? Oh, there is Charlie also.
Charlie Tahan.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine.
He's like your family.
Oh,
Charlie,
yeah, he's the best.
Do you want to meet him?
What's that?
Do you want to meet him?
Charlie? Oh, I know him very well.
Yeah, you're like family.
What's that?
You are like you have been like, apart from acting like a family, your family.
Oh, yes.
You have been very close.
Yeah, Charlie and I are very close. We get into good trouble together. And Julia, we call each other the family fuck because we're so fucking crazy, together, the three of us. So, we have a good time.
Whoa.
Have you spoken to Charlie yet?
I have written him also.
Oh, yeah.
I love you all. So I have invited him also, but he didn't read my message.
Oh, well, he was on here now. We'll get him on here. We'll get him to
I don't know if he want to, let me see. There he is. I'm inviting him. So let's see.
Oh, that's
so on the meanwhile,
yes.
if he want to come here, how was it to play that role if you're not like that?
Great. I mean, it's always, I don't like playing myself. So it was really fun, you know, to play someone who's dark and fucked up and, you know, abusive and, because it's all in my imagination, you know, so it's, you get it's a fantasy role play. So it's exciting to play, because, you know, on set we would laugh and joke, you know, we're not serious. We're not, we're not off in a corner, being, you know, we're having fun. Oh, he just texted me. Charlie texted me. Let's see what he says.
Oh,
let me see.
Let's see.
But we have a lot of fun in between takes, so we try to keep it light.
Yeah.
You know, because it's heavy shit. You know.
How did you do to switch? Like, okay, you read first Charlie's messages.
All right, I just told him to join. How do I switch?
Yeah, like being laughing behind, and then
because the preparation, you prepare so much, right? You know, you stay in character a little bit. You know, you try to you don't totally, you know, I try to be a little bit of Cade on set, but still have fun, even with that energy of Cade. You know what I mean? But you prepare so much that it's in you. It's just like getting on a bike. How do you get off the bike and get back on it and ride? It's just, it's already in your body. So it's healthier that way, you know.
Okay, so you don't have to be like minutes before.
No, I mean,
okay, I have to concentrate about this part. No,
I mean, you focus a little bit by your, you know, if it's a heavy scene, but in between takes, you got to blow off steam and have some fun a little bit too. Because otherwise, it's dreadful, you know.
Yes. Well, maybe you are very trained to do that because they are very heavy scenes. I mean, it's not soft or light or romantic serious. And you know, your role is very, like, all the scenes that you are there, they have a lot of suspense and
well, it's very uncomfortable. You know, you don't know what he's gonna do to her. You don't know if he, you know, there's hints of him abusing her. So you just don't know what he's gonna do and how he's gonna react because he's very impetuous, very you know, like a child. Like he'll just react, you know, without thinking it through. He's a bit like knee jerk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And very, I think there was a jealousy and a hurt, you know, towards his daughter and how she treated Marty, you know, and looked to him as a father. And I think that hurt Cade, you know. I think it was, it hurt his pride and his fatherhood and his manhood. So that added a lot of, you know, drama to it, for sure.
Drama, yeah, definitely. Yeah. And how did you prepare? Because all of your roles, I mean, you also filmed Seeds, that is another film.
Yeah.
And then you have done theater and TV shows. Most of your roles are always like unsavory.
Yeah, good word.
Why is that? Because you're not like that, and you have said that, like.
You know, it's funny. I don't know. It's I guess I gravitate in my imagination towards the darker, like the kind of movies I like to watch are very dark, and heavy and dark. So I think artistically in my imagination, I can connect to those people for some reason. I don't know why, but sort of the straight guys, the doctors, the lawyers, those sort of bore me in terms of trying to play that. I just don't, it's not as comfortable for me, but the weird, fucked up, you know, guy, it's weird. Once I did Ozark, then I started playing bad guys. Before that, I never did in my career. I played guys that were fucked up, but sort of nice guys.
Not that much.
but just nice guys, but they're just sort of in a bad situation. And then it became the bad guy once Ozark happened, which, you know, it's fun. They're fun to play.
Yeah. Wow.
You know.
And maybe because you're not like yourself.
Right.
Like, how are you, Trevor?
I think I'm pretty chill. I think I'm pretty funny. I think, well, Charlie will tell you, I'm a fucking nut. I'm pretty funny. I'm chill. I'm easygoing. I'm pretty nice guy.
Okay, totally different, like the opposite.
Very different. And that's the fun of it. You know, it's like when you're a kid, you get to dress up and be a monster. You get to be a witch. Or you get to be, you know, kids love those kind of take on those characters, and so it's that kind of fun. You know, it's a lot of work at times, but it's fun.
It's doing the opposite, maybe.
Yes.
No? Like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yep.
Let's play.
Yeah, you discover things about yourself by playing these kind of roles that you're not like in normal everyday life. You know, so it's exciting. It's like meeting another person. I look at it as meeting another person and try to, you know, have that person sort of enter my consciousness, that sort of change the way I think, the way I move, the way I talk. So it's you become this sort of merging with this other person, which is kind of exciting. I like it.
Yeah. So to prepare those characters, like, do you watch people on the street? You watch the series or the films that you like, and you say, okay, I will take this from this.
Yes. So for this, I would watch documentaries on people in poverty, like, you know, Southern, sort of what you would call redneck. I watched, you know, movies like Winter's Bone, that takes place in the Ozarks with Jennifer Lawrence and John Hawkes. And I would pull little things, and I would read a lot of literature from Southern writers that wrote about sort of the lower life people that were, you know, in poverty, and people that were fucked up and alcoholics. And so I would read stuff like that also to like get inside the mindset. Yes.
Whoa, that's very interesting. Like, apart from watching, like reading how the minds work.
Poetry. I would read poetry to sort of, you know, fire the imagination, and a poem that might connect to me as the character. That helps too. Music. I listen to a lot of, you know, like Eminem, or, you know, a lot of rap, or a lot of sort of like aggressive music. That also helps to like get inside this aggressive sort of mind state. Yeah.
And did you listen, or do you listen to that music, for example, when you have to shoot, or just when you're preparing the script?
I do both. So I'll listen to it while I'm preparing, and then I might listen to it in the car or the van way onto the set, and sometimes on set. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's
because
so
if
interesting.
If you work with that music while you're emotionally preparing, and then you listen to it, it triggers it. It triggers that those feelings. It triggers those response. You know, it's like a recall.
Yeah, it takes you to that moment.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it takes you to that place.
To that feeling.
Yeah, like when I did Seeds, that movie you mentioned. I was listening to Arvo Part. He's a I think he's Hungarian composer, and there's no vocals, but it's all this heavy symphony music, and it was just very eerie, and I would listen to that and just get into this very strange place. So yeah.
Whoa, I don't know that.
Oh, you should
What's
check
the name?
him out. Arvo Part. It's ARVOPART on Spotify.
Arvo.
Arvo
ARBOP.
ARVO and then new word PART. I'll send you.
PART.
It's
Okay.
awesome.
Arvo Part.
Yes.
Okay. We will listen to that, definitely. So about the like moving into Ozark, then we go to Seeds, because I have not seen the film, but I have seen like the trailer, and it's really interesting. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't watch many terror movies because then I cannot sleep. It happened to me also with Ozark. I have to recognize it, that after watching, I have to see something like make me laugh to go to sleep, because I was like this. Like, oh my God.
Well, that's interesting, because we would go home, Charlie and Julia and I, after a heavy day of shooting, and they introduced me to Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm, which I had never seen. And I fucking loved Curb Your Enthusiasm. And we would just go and sit and watch that like all night long and just laugh, because you have to. You know,
you have to.
Yeah, you got to just. So that was good. That was funny.
Okay, I was about to ask you something about the rehearsal of the scenes, but I can make you both questions together, and then you decide which one or how you answer. So, how was the rehearsal of the scenes, and how was like the relation that you had with Charlie and Julia, that you share a lot of time together?
Yeah, well, I'll answer both those. So, good questions. Rehearsal, there really isn't much. You just read through it a couple times and they shoot it. I would get together sometimes with Julia and go through a scene with her prior to shooting, and obviously prepare on my own. But on the day of shooting, they rehearse it maybe once or twice, and then they start to block it and shoot it. So there's really no rehearsal. Although we did the scene in the truck. You remember that scene when she's crying and she leans on me? The director, Alex Sakharov, a Russian director, he's great. We did rehearse that scene for like an hour. He was like, I want to really get this scene. We went off privately and we talked through it. We read through it. He gave us directions. So that was the one time that we really got to rehearse.
Rehearse that one. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, and then the other one, relationship. So offset, we always hung out together and we were like a family. So I think that definitely translated on camera. You know, I mean, Julie and I were very comfortable with each other. We could take risks and not feel uncomfortable with the other person. We could say, now let's try this, or, so we were very easy with each other, so that we trusted each other. We really respected each other, so that really helped. And I didn't have many scenes with Charlie. I had a little bit, here and there, but most of my scenes were with Julia.
Well, with Julia, yeah. And I think, of course, I don't know her. Yeah. I also invited her here, but she also didn't invite me.
I can't even get her on the phone. She's tough to get on the phone.
No, she's so busy. I can imagine. No?
She's very busy. She's doing very well.
But I think that, well, her role and her character was a boom.
Yeah.
Was explosive.
Yeah.
And what I have seen after finishing the whole series, she's on the behind the scenes, and she also looks like you, like a chill person and it's so weird. Calm.
It's one time on set, and we never talked about it or rehearsed it, but we both had the same walk. It was weird. She sort of walked like I did, and I walked like she did, and I'm like, that's just fucking weird. And we never talked about it. We never said, oh, let's just see if we can walk the same way. It's just, you see it on camera, and it's like, oh, God, that's weird. Because she has a very distinct walk as Ruth, and I kind of had that sort of lumbering sort of, walk, and it was kind of cool. That was pretty cool.
Was you the one that take that way of walking and copy that? Or it was like natural? You both were walking the same way.
I didn't even notice her walk until I saw the show. I was like, oh my God, we both walk the same. It's really weird.
Yeah, you're like similar.
Very
what
weird.
you can see or feel when you're watching the series. It's like if you're a real family. That was something that you were saying before.
Well, and I don't know if you see it, but I certainly as an actor played it where he really loves her. He really loves his daughter, but he's just fucked up. He's just fucking, he's uneducated. He was abused by his father, and he's losing his daughter. And I think, in some ways, Cade loved her, like, not sexually, but I think it was like, she was like a wife figure, when he got
like
out.
possessive, like you're mine.
Yeah,
no?
like that's almost, he looked at her as his wife, but nothing happened, abusive sexually with the two of them. I had long discussions about that. Nothing had ever happened between the two of them. When he went to jail, she was like 9, and he didn't do anything abusive to her in that regard. But I think he was sort of in love with her. I think he was jealous as a husband might be with a wife. And, I think, he had feelings, but he didn't know what to do with them. And he didn't know how to treat her like a daughter,
Definitely. So, have you met her before?
No, I met her. No, I'd met her on set in season 2. That was the first time. Okay. Yeah. And then I knew she was a great person, and I knew that, this is someone that I could see being friends with, and we clicked. It was great.
Whoa, that's
and
amazing.
She's nothing like Ruth in real life. She's very sweet, very, funny and just goofy. She's great.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she has taken like the same, how to say it, the same way or the same. I cannot find the word in English, but I will try to say
approach or same. Same view of how she looks at it.
No, what I want to say is like, as you feel more comfortable doing roles like bad guys or rude guys, like maybe she finds the same, like for her it's easier. I don't know.
No, I think it is. I think I've talked to her about that. I think she likes to play people that are very different. I mean, I guess you could call the cliche that we're character actors, that we like to play characters that are very different
to you.
It's funny, if I see myself play a role that's similar to me, I can't watch it. I can't watch this.
Whoa. No, why is that?
Because I don't like what I see. I don't like it. I'm just like,
oh my God. But do you feel like more exposed to that? Like, okay, maybe here is Trevor. It's not a character. It's not a...
Yeah, I guess I feel I like to sort of hide in a way, or be someone different. And so, I feel like it's sort of phony, or it's sort of like, oh my God, I just see myself. It shouldn't be me up there on screen. So it's weird. But
it's interesting, and I think that it has a lot of sense what you're
Like, for
saying.
instance, if I go back and watch this interview, I'll cringe. I will cringe because it's like
No.
I see my, oh, why did you say that? Or why did you talk like that? Or why did you make that face? It's
Okay.
weird. Yeah, it's I don't like it. So when actors
You don't
say
like
I don't like to watch myself, maybe because they see themselves. I can understand that, but if I'm different, I can watch it. I'm like, yeah, let's I can watch it.
like you're not watching Trevor.
Yeah.
You're watching
I'm like,
someone
I'm watching
else.
the show. I'm watching,
Okay.
you know, to
And
a degree.
how strict are you with yourself? Like, maybe have you seen Ozark?
Yes.
I want to believe that. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So when you appear, are you like, oh, here I should have done this?
No. With Ozark, actually, I was like, well, that's pretty good. I was like, well, that's not bad. You know, so with Ozark, I was
It
like,
was me.
I was sort of surprised. I was like, oh, that's not bad. That's, you know, I enjoyed it. Because the show is so good. Everybody's so good. And I felt I didn't suck. You know, I didn't feel like I stuck out or like, so I felt very happy to watch it.
Wow. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That you feel comfortable there. Which was the scene that it was harder to shoot? Apart from the one that you have told us about the 1 hour rehearsal.
Yeah. What was the hardest?
Do you think, to shoot?
Oh, I think the funeral home scene was a hard scene to shoot. It was hard to sort of get it and sort of make it to really kind of have what needed to be in that scene, you know, where I tell her she's a piece of shit, you know, and she pulls the knife on me at the end. That was a hard scene to do, to sort of, to get it and feel good about, you know. That
Why?
day I wasn't too jokey on set. That was a serious day.
Okay.
You know.
Why do you think that was the hardest one?
I think how I treated her. I think worrying about Julia's comfort. You know, it's a violent, just abusive. I think, and I think for me, hard was like, can I pull this off? Am I really gonna be able to really be this guy doing what he's doing? You know, that was hard.
Well,
You know, to not doubt yourself, to be like, I don't know, shit. I mean, it's a great scene, but I was like, this is a tough scene to do.
yeah. Like also, what I get about what you're saying is like moving out from Trevor and moving out from Julia and putting her on the characters, and that's all. And okay, I have to do this without concerning about the person that is behind the character.
That's right. Yep. And because we trusted each other so much, it was not too hard, but it was, you know, it could have been a lot worse if, you know, two actors that are like,
they are not comfortable with each other.
That could have been rough.
Whoa. And when you stop shooting, like, okay, this is cooked.
Then we
do you hug or what do you do?
Yeah. Like, we yes, you know, had a little laugh and not so much in between takes, but like when we were done. Yes.
When you're finished.
Yeah.
There are some questions there. Well, Moxley's there saying, love you. And Charlie have gone. I don't know what happened to Charlie. I have a lot of many questions, but I will try one more.
Know what? I'll get him to come on. He'll do it.
Charlie, I'm trying to, but because he's not here, I cannot invite him. I will send this.
I'll get him to have his own interview. He'll do it.
Thank you for that. Anyway, I'm trying to send him this interview, so if he's there, he can join us so that you can talk together. Nowadays, how is your relationship with Dave? Like you have said that Julia doesn't answer
Charlie said
your
he's busy at the
telephone.
moment, but he'll do it. He said, I can't right now, but okay. What did you say? Say that again.
Nowadays, do you still have relationship
Oh, yeah.
with part of the cast or no?
Julia and Charlie, Sophia, who plays Charlotte. She lived, I actually just moved to Rhode Island. I lived in New York City for 20 some years. She was 5 minutes away from my apartment.
Oh.
Yep. And Laura Linney lives 5 minutes from where I used to live.
Very close.
Yeah.
So have you like have lunch together one day? Like, okay,
yeah,
let's have a meal or not that much?
Yeah, with Sophia or Charlie or Julia, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, whoa, you have like a friendship.
Yeah, I was at Julia's wedding, and so was Charlie. She got married.
Is she married?
Yeah.
Oh, how old is she?
Great.
She's really young.
Yeah, she's she's in her 20s. I don't know how old, but she's in her 20s.
Wow. So, oh my God.
She's a lot younger than I am, that's for sure.
She's what, sorry?
She's a lot younger than I am, that's for sure. Yes.
Than me also, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So nowadays, I know you have a son.
Yes.
That before you didn't allow him to watch your shows because he was like really young.
He still
was a kid.
He still hasn't seen Ozark.
No?
No.
How old is he nowadays?
He's 13. I mean, if he wanted to, I'd let him, but I don't think he has any interest to watch it. But yeah, he's at an age where at 13, I think I'd let him do it.
Okay.
But,
and does he ask you like, how do you do this, or he wants to own your parts or not?
No, he just teases me, and makes fun of me, and gives jokes around me. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't ask how. Probably because he hasn't really seen much of what I've done. But like if I'm on TV on like a Chicago PD or something, he'll be like, "Just call me when you're on. I'll come in and look." And then he comes in and looks, and then he's like, oh, "Okay, see you later," and then leaves. He's he's
an adolescent.
Yeah.
She's like, "Okay, Dad, don't bother me. I don't want to watch you anymore."
Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
Leave it here. And what about Seeds, Trevor? It's a film that you have done also.
Yeah, I did it with my brother. He directed it. We shot it actually not far from where I am now in Rhode Island. And that was a role that I didn't want to do. I just thought I couldn't pull it off. It was very different than anything I'd ever done. He was very sort of poetic and wealthy and very introverted and very quiet and very just haunted and just damaged, but just a very I just didn't think I could do it, but he wanted me to do it, and I ended up doing it, and I'm glad I did. I really am, but I was very scared to do that part. Just I didn't think I could do it.
What did you think that would happen?
I just thought I would ruin the film. I thought I would not, because this character is in every frame. There's very little dialogue. A lot of it's just this internal, emotional, sort of quiet, downward spiral. So I thought, I just didn't think I would be able to pull it off. And I was like, just get someone, try to get someone that you think that's really good and maybe has a name, or, this was before Ozark. And I just didn't think, And I lost, actually, for that role, I was like 150 pounds. I lost a lot of weight because I wanted him very frail and fragile and you know, sort of like a poet, or, you know, and so that was interesting. You know, with Cade, I'm about 190 pounds. You know, is bigger, and I actually wanted to get bigger for Cade.
You needed to win, yeah.
You know, like.
But do you do sports? So it was not so hard, or no?
I hit the gym a lot. I used to do sports a lot. You know, I'll do nowadays like golf. But I hit the gym. I like to work out. And I just got a motorcycle, so that's my new toy.
So that's not cool.
Very excited about that. But yeah, I have to be active. But I don't really do, you know, I don't play any. I used to box. That I don't. I had an injury. Meaning I used to train doing that. Nothing, you know, competitive, but I was into boxing.
No, but to win.
But now I just go to the gym and throw weights around, and you know,
okay.
I like it.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's well. It's good to do.
Yeah, I'm very athletic. I mean, I did tennis, I did soccer, I did lacrosse, I did baseball, I did, you know, I grew up very athletic.
Very athletic. Yeah, nothing to do to Cade.
No.
Nothing. No, definitely.
No.
So how was it? I will ask you a little bit more questions, and we are done, because I am like stealing you a lot of time.
No.
But it is so good to have you here that we want to quiz you.
I'm out in the country doing nothing right now. So yeah.
So that's so good.
Yeah.
So how was it when you received that, I don't know if it was a phone call or message or what, to tell you, okay, Trevor, we want you to be in Ozark? Like, have you cast, or it was just a decision that they took to have you there?
No, I had to audition.
Audition, yeah.
Yeah,
so.
And the showrunner.
Because here we say casting. I don't know. You said audition.
Same thing. Casting in our country is more like modeling. Casting, but you can use it for acting. I had to go to a casting director and read, and the showrunner, Chris Mundy of Ozark, I had done another TV show with him years before that called Low End Your Son, and I called him up and said, I'd love to come in for Ozark. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll bring you in. I was like, oh, whatever. Yeah, okay. And he did. And I actually auditioned for Russ's part first, my brother with the beard, you know, the Russ.
Yes.
So I read for that one first. That didn't happen. Obviously, Mark Menchaca, who was amazing. And then I read for Cade, and I didn't hear anything for months, which is unusual. Because TV, you hear pretty quickly. You know, usually it's pretty fast, you know. But for some reason, this one was like 2 months later, and I got a phone call randomly from my manager saying, you got cast in Ozark. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I mean, I was very excited, but I didn't know what this was going to be. I mean, no idea. I was like, oh, it's 2 episodes. Or 3 episodes, very, you know, in season 1. I didn't know this.
And there were only going to be 3 episodes, and that was all?
Well, that's all I knew about when I got the part. I didn't know there was going to be a second season for Cade. No, I had no idea. They didn't know at the time. They didn't. The writers didn't know. And so I thought, oh, this is great. It's, you know, it's the script is amazing. Jason Bateman. It's cool, great character. Even though they're like small scenes, I was very excited. Yeah. And then I found out after we were done shooting, you're going to be in season 2. So I was pretty excited.
Whoa. I think that is so amazing and
Yeah.
so weird.
It's weird.
Like here, we have had the fortune to have also Patrick Fabian. He's playing the role of Howard Hamlin in Better Call Saul.
Oh, yes, yes. I haven't seen that show, but I know who you're talking about.
No, you should see it because it's really good.
I hear it's great.
I don't know. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Oh, well, so it's really good. It's not so heavy, but it's really good.
Right.
So he has been here like 3 weeks ago, I don't know, more or less. And he was telling us, like, it was season after season, he was seeing what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, okay, will I sign again or not?
Yeah. And
I think that's amazing about you're saying the same. Like, I was about to only shoot 3 episodes and that was all. And I cannot imagine like the writers writing the script on the meanwhile.
They write
like,
and they shoot. Yeah.
How is that? It's amazing. I cannot understand it.
I know. Because when they start shooting, they might have the first 3 episodes, and then while they're shooting that, they keep writing. I know, it's crazy. Apparently, Aaron Paul in Breaking Bad, the character.
Yes.
I can't remember the character's name, but the kid, Aaron Paul.
Yeah, the kid. Yeah.
He was only supposed to be on like 2 or 3 episodes, and they loved him so much they created this role for him.
The main character, yeah, one of the main characters.
He became the main guy, and I people joke like they're like, "Am I gonna die this episode?" When they get the script, because they don't know. They don't know.
Is this the end?
Yeah. Although I did.
Like you have a pink sheet or
they might say
like
sorry. Yeah, as you get the script, sorry, But Chris Mundy, I knew I was dying before I started shooting season 2, which was great. I knew. He told me.
Okay.
He did know.
So now we are spoiling. If you haven't seen Ozark, first it's your problem.
First of all,
because
come on.
First it's your problem because you're losing one of the best series ever.
Yeah, there's.
So sorry. We are going to spoil some things.
That you deserve that spoil.
Definitely,
Right.
I think so.
Yes.
So he came and he told you, okay, now you're gonna die.
He called me for season 2 and said, "You're in the whole season, but we're killing you." And I was like,
okay.
I was happy. I was like, I did not know how I was going to be in the whole season. I was like, that's fantastic, great. Kill me.
Okay.
I was like,
Kill me.
Yeah, I thought maybe season 2 I'd be in like 2 or 3 eps and then I'd be done, gone. I had
No, you have been like the whole season also.
So I was happy.
Oh, so good. It's amazing. How is your relationship with Jason? Because he also, apart from being like how do you say protagonista? Like the main character, is okay to say?
Yeah, main character. Oh, protagonist.
So apart from the main character, he's a director also. The director, one of the directors.
Yeah.
So how was your relationship with him?
He was great. I mean, just very, he's very focused, but likes to have fun. Meaning he's serious, but has a great energy on set, really lets the actors play and, find their way in the scene without heavy directing. And it's amazing to see him be in the scene, then stop it and give notes while he's acting in the scene, steps out as director, because he would direct while he's acting. So he was great. I just liked when he was on set. I wish I'd seen more of him, but he was a joy to work with.
Wow, that's
very
good.
Nice guy.
Wow, he looks
Very nice.
Of course, I don't know him, but he looks like
Yeah.
a very good guy.
He's
Very nice, like very calm also.
He's very calm, very chill, very smart. You know, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. That's why Ozark is one of
Yeah,
them.
I mean, that's the thing. Everybody was so nice. There were no assholes other than Charlie Tahan on the set. No, I'm teasing Charlie if he was that. There were no assholes on the set. Everybody was amazing.
Oh, it's really important to work in a good atmosphere.
If you have one asshole at the top, it all trickles down, and everybody's miserable. There was nobody. The showrunner, Chris Mundy, Jason, Laura, they were all so supportive, and it was like a family. It really was. You know,
it's really nice that, like, also to feel the
you got
empathy
excited.
and to be helpful, like doing the characters, like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, how I can do this, you know? Like to help each other.
That's right, and they let you take risks and take your time, and you know, you had a say in it. It wasn't just the director waving the stick saying do that, do this. No, you really. And you know, we hung out with the crew, everyone was very close.
It's so good. It's so good to know that and to feel that, because you can also,
it's not
how
common.
to say, you can trespass the screen. It's okay to say trespass? Maybe I'm doing a Spanglish thing there. I don't know.
Right. Wait.
Okay, like to go through the screen, go through. ¿Cómo se dice traspasar? I am asking because maybe someone can help me with the translation. But what I want to say is like the audition can feel like if they are watching something real and not actors doing a role play.
Yes, it can transcend maybe.
Transcend. Okay.
Transcend the screen. Yes. Yeah.
Like to feel it. So which are your projects that you have shaped or something new?
Well, this was just a casting thing that I, like you say, audition casting. It was for a TV show where I had to do a detective who was a little more clean cut. So yeah, but it was just an audition. So sometimes I will shave if I need to look a little more tidy.
To do different characters, not so rude.
I played. Did you see Dope Sick with Michael Keaton? No. That show about OxyContin in the United States.
Which one? How was it?
It's called Dope Sick on Hulu with Michael Keaton. It's a great show. It's about the OxyContin epidemic, the opioid in Virginia, West Virginia, and in the U.S. And I actually played former Mayor Rudy Giuliani of New York, so I had to play Giuliani and be a politician and, you know, very stately and shaved, and so that was a clean cut. That was one of the roles where I cringed a little bit.
Okay, no, I haven't. So then you have to take me like the band name, the Abor part, Abor or something like that.
Dope Sick?
No, then you write me down like the music that you said. Yeah, and this one.
Yes, Dope Sick. I'll send it to you.
I promise I will watch them.
It's really good.
Definitely.
Dope Sick's excellent.
So just to finish this amazing talk show, are you planning to continue with your tap dance lessons or no?
How do you know about tap dancing?
Here is a lot of production. You cannot imagine. Yeah, I'm not just sitting here.
I want to know, Florencia, how you found out about the tap dancing. Come on.
This is no. We can listen to me. On this talk show, I have created during the quarantine in 2020.
Yeah.
To give people like something different and happy and funny and something to disconnect about all the pandemic thing.
Yeah.
And this is all by myself. Like, you know, that I sent you a message and say, okay, do you want to be here? This is all like me doing everything. And also before being here, like I try to know a little bit more about the people that is coming here, because I think that it's important to know the person behind the
mask,
the actor or the professional. So
that's funny.
It's all my work trying to keep and do the best.
Wow. You know, no, I don't continue the tapping, although I can still do some tapping. In fact, the producer of Ozark had somehow found out that I tap danced, and he was like, God damn it, I wish I'd known this. I would have had Cade do like this little, because there was this documentary. Sorry, my allergies are terrible. There's this documentary of this guy who was like a real redneck in real life, and he was this incredible tap dancer. And I can't remember the name of the documentary, and you just see him up on the picnic tables tap dancing, and he's like, he told me about this documentary, and I watched it, and he's like, I should have fucking had Cade tap dance.
Tapping on the desk.
Yeah, just some break out into a tap dance would have been brilliant. I'm like, yeah, that was
maybe when you're I don't know if it's okay to say it in this way. Maybe it's so well when you are peeing. Do you say peeing on the bottle for the police?
On the what?
You see, there's a scene where the police came that you are like, and you make pee.
Oh yes,
on the can.
My parole officer came. I should have done it there. I should have done it.
Maybe there was a good thing to tap on the table.
That would have been perfect. That would have been the scene where he does. Like,
why didn't you do that?
That would have been perfect. That would have been great. Just to, you know, like, shit, where does Cade, you know, like just another weird thing that Cade did. That would have been good.
I think so. You have to shoot it again. Let's talk to the director and say, okay.
I think you're right. They really missed the golden, you know. But there is a video of me tap dancing in the 5th grade on the news in Pittsburgh. I did a tap dance number with a bunch of kids to like 5 other kids to the Village People in the Navy, and I'm in a Navy suit. All
whoa,
white.
where is that?
Where is
that video?
If you can find that video, Florencia, then damn, you're good. If you can find that video,
don't make me. No.
Damn, you'd be good. I don't know, but it exists.
But is it on the internet?
I don't think so, but it was on the news. I was on the news in 5th grade dancing.
Okay, so let's do a deal. Yeah. If I find that video,
yes.
What can we do? Let me think.
If you find that video, I'll get Julia to come on. I'll find a way to get her to do the podcast.
Okay.
All right.
Well, if I don't find it, you can tell her to come also.
I'll still try. I will still try.
But I will do my best.
Yeah,
it's a good challenge.
It's a good challenge.
It's a good challenge. I always try to do it. I found out that you tap. That's a lot.
Yeah, that makes me scared.
I will find the video, and we will have Julia Gardner here.
It makes me very nervous. I think you'll find it. You will. I
promise. And we want to have Charlie also. Let's cross fingers. No and Sophia, I mean, I'm a fan of that series.
Yeah.
I think that you're all amazing, and that's what I was telling you before. Like you transcend the screen.
Yeah.
and all of you have so different roles.
Yeah.
That I think that for all of you, it would be really different, like the experience.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're very good at what you do. So I will, you know, it was a great conversation. So I'm going to tell them to come on.
You're so good. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, really.
No, really. It was great.
I put like red. I don't know how to say it. So just to finish, what are your, if you can tell us like your, how to say it, your, if you have dreams or expectations in your career, in your life.
Well, I think in my life, I'm looking for a new house at the moment because I moved. So I think
also there in Rhode Island.
Yeah. So I'd like to find a nice little house. I'm staying in a barn right now, friends of the family, very close friends, and renting their barn. It's amazing, but it's short term. So I would like to find a beautiful house. I want to continue to ride my motorcycle off into the sunset, and I want my son is enjoying the school here, so I'm very happy about that. And so I hope the school goes well for him here, which I think it will. And then career-wise, I'd like to you know what I'd like to do is be on a really good show where I play a detective. I would love to play, well, I just went in for a detective, but I'd love to play a detective who's a little gray area, like with the law, you know, someone who's a little, he's not your normal detective, but someone who's good at what he does, but he sort of breaks the law, you know, he sort of does things.
Not so clean. You like that dark part
I
of
want
the...
him to be, you know, either a raging alcoholic or, you know, some sort of fetish of some sort that he is some dark side to him. That would be good.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
That will be
So
definitely
keep that in mind.
happening.
If you have any Argentinian where you have, the show, The Heist, The Money Heist. That's not where. Oh, that's Spain. That's Madrid.
That is Spain.
Yes, that's a good show.
Yeah.
You know, if you have any shows in Argentina and they want any American actors.
Yeah, but here I think you will learn. You will have to learn Spanish.
Yeah, so there's no English-speaking actors that do films down there? No.
No.
You know, if I had to learn it for a role, you know, immerse myself in the culture, learn the language.
Yes.
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 I'm very
but I think that, but maybe you can start learning it before the...
I should.
Before it appears.
That's
so
right.
that when it appears, you're ready for...
That I'm ready to
playing
speak.
it.
Yeah. So
No?
Who is that guy with that awful accent speaking Spanish? But no, yeah.
No, wow. But maybe it's at the beginning there are some like little appearance, like okay, I have to do 2 lines just to if you have to say what can you say? So let's do a small lesson like Mi nombre es Trevor.
Mi nombre es Trevor.
Soy actor.
Soy actor. I'm an actor. My name is Trevor. I'm an actor. Keep going.
Yeah, you're understanding it. Okay, perfect. Soy Cade Langmore en Ozark.
Soy Cade Langmore en Ozark.
Esto es. Now it will be difficult because the name of the talk show is really heavy to say it also in Spanish.
Say it.
Cuarentememeando.
One more time.
Cuarentememeando.
Cuarentememeando.
I love you so much. And we will...
Cuarentememeando.
Y Florencia es una genia.
Florencia. With a what?
Florencia es una genia.
Florencia es una genia.
You see, when you have children that you want to teach them something, you
That's how
say
you
something.
do it.
It's like, yeah, Florence is a genius. It's not like that. I'm just. I was trying to make laugh.
True.
Yeah. Well.
Brilliant.
Oh my gosh, I'm laughing so much. So Trevor, no, I know that you will have those roles and you will continue like growing with all your actor part. I think really that what you have done and what you are doing in the different roles that I have seen you, it's amazing, and it's really interesting to see the difference between who you really are and the characters and the roles that you play.
Yeah,
so
it's surprising to me too. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really, I don't know the word. Like, it's impressive to see you here in a different way, totally, rather than to see you with a beer and without your t-shirt.
Yeah.
I think like, yeah. Okay, so how can you, if you have to say something being Cade Langmore, how would that be?
If I had to say something?
Like, as Cade Langmore.
Why don't you shut the fuck up, Florencia?
It's amazing. You are the best. Like, you are the best. No, like,
shit.
Yeah. It's so
funny.
good. It's so good. Trevor, thank you very much for being here.
It was great, and I'll get on the other guys and gals to come on the show.
Thanks. That would be really great. Really, for me, it's an honor.
They should. It would be good for them, and they'd be lucky as well. But thank you. Yes, thank you so much. I'm glad we connected.
Yes, I'm glad we solved the microphone and headphone.
So embarrassing. It just shows you my age, my lack of technology.
No, it's the iPad thing.
Yeah.
I think you should go and fix it.
I'm going. I have to go to Apple anyway. I'm going to say, what's going on with my
or see the settings thing. I don't know. Definitely. Trevor, thank you very much. It's an honor. We keep in touch, and hopefully you can move your place and you can have that detective not so clean.
Yes.
Yeah. And you have to learn Spanish.
I know. I should. My son's learning it. I should learn it. I really should.
I think so. I think so. Thank you very much. Have a good night. And I tell you again to all the people that this will be uploaded on my feed, on my Instagram feed, and also on YouTube. So then you can go, and I will try to put subtitles.
And
so
send me your YouTube channel. Is it your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
My complete name is like that.
Great.
So, les digo a todos del otro lado que esto va a estar subido en mi perfil de Instagram y en el canal de YouTube. Voy a intentar subirlo con subtítulos y si no, bueno, lo haremos lo posible. Gracias por estar del otro lado. Thank you for being there, and see you next week probably with more Cuarentememeando.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Será la música la excusa que a mí me lleve hasta tu casa. Después recorreremos plazas, veré hacia alguna autopista.
Suscríbete a mi canal, activa la campanita y nos vemos en el próximo video.
Hablando de cambiar el mundo, tan solo con una sonrisa.